Hey guys, thanks for joining us here at the Range Report again, and we're over here at Point Blank Range in Matthews, North Carolina, and we got a couple of different reviews we're shooting tonight. And we remembered that we picked up a handgun not that long ago that we didn't get a chance to bring to you, and that's the Sig P322. Now, if you guys have been familiar with this, look, we're a little late to the game. These things came out a little earlier in the year, and they made a pretty decent splash, but we didn't get a chance to bring it to you because, well, we haven't been to the range in a while. But we have run some rounds for this thing, and I gotta tell you, this thing is probably one of the nicest shooting 22s that we've, ever gotten our hands on. I mean, you have your target 22s and everything, but if you want a gun for plinking, a range gun or anything, even one to carry, the 322 is pretty damn awesome. We gotta tell you, this thing is feature packed. Fiber optic sights front and rear. It's got a slide cut on there so you can run whatever optic that you want to run on there. Sig broke the mold of their own design by putting a universal pick rail on there instead of a proprietary one, which is nice. So you can run whatever kind of light or laser system that you want. It really makes it nice. You have an affordable package. It comes with two 20-round magazines. Comes with a nice little case. You have a threaded barrel on here. They include with you a barrel bushing, so if you guys want to run suppressed, you can do that. It also comes with an additional trigger shoe that you can it doesn't replace the trigger. It's just an additional shoe that snaps onto the short reset flat face trigger that's on here now. Now, it looks like a Sig P320, except it's scaled down a little bit. The biggest difference being that this is not a striker-fired handgun. This is an internal hammer. Now, you're not going to see the hammer on the back of this thing like you would with, say, a Sky pistol. It doesn't have the little opening there. There's no indicator for a chamber indicator on the back of it, but you do have one on the side. And it looks exactly like the 320. If you didn't know any better, you would swear it was one of them, except when you get to the actual maintenance lockup and everything else. One of the things that's different about this is that you remove the back, you move your slide assembly like this, and it's also a very lightweight aluminum slide. I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. It's way too light to be heavy. You got a fixed barrel, so there's no tilting barrel mechanism in this thing, and you do have the hammer. There is no removable chassis system on this. This one comes the way it is, at least we're pretty sure it does. We haven't actually tried to attempt to take it apart. We found no reason to. If the internals look familiar with this, think of the Walther PPK, because that's exactly the same way this one is designed. Fixed barrel, recoil spring, except this one's got the threaded barrel on it. And reassembly is pretty easy so long as your hands aren't all sweaty and gummed up with oil like mine are right now. But the 320, we've run a bunch of rounds through it, and quick, accurate, it's a blast to shoot. This thing is really a fun gun to shoot. It's not prone to any sort of problems that we've had with any of the other 22s that we've had. This thing eats just about everything. From a Gila to herders to, of course this thing likes CCI, who doesn't? But the thing just eats everything, shoots everything very well. And for the price, and when you got 20 rounds of fun, one in the chamber, that's 21 rounds of fun. That's not bad. And the magazines are slotted, and they also have the takedown on the side, so it makes it easier to load. And they also include, of course, the little speed loading device, which helps with that too, especially for us old bastards with arthritis and stuff like that. But we're going to get this out into the range, run some rounds through it, have a little fun. But we can tell you from experience, for the $500 or less that you're going to pay for one of these things retail, you're not going to get a better 22. You really aren't. This thing is absolutely fantastic. We're going to eventually throw a red dot on this thing and see if it changes it, because the additional weight on the slide, we're not sure if that's going to mess up with the slide mass with reciprocation or not, but nobody else has said anything about having a problem, so we're pretty confident that it'll run with that too. But right now we're going to run this out to the range and have a little fun, so you guys stay tuned. All right, so we're back out inside 21 feet. We got our little target set up, and we're going to do some running with our P322. And as I said, these are the magazines that you get with these, 20 rounders. You get two, so that's 21 rounds of fun for every time you want to cycle this bad boy. And, you know, like I said, it does draw comparisons between the 320 and, you know, the way it looks, the way it feels, the ergonomics, and it is very true. However, when you do look at the size, you see that it's actually like a 90% scale of it. And to show you the comparison, this is my 365. And you could see that just overlaying them, there's really not all that much difference. Now this is the 365 XL, so it is a you know, 3/4 of an inch longer than the regular 365. But the 320 dwarfs the XL. So you can see just by how close they are that this is really not as big as the 320, but it does have full-size feel. It does have the full-size ergonomics, but it's 22, so it's a lot more tame. It's like I said, it's a great gun for training, a great gun for plinking. We don't necessarily, you know, recommend 22 for carry ammo because it does have the, you know, the rimfire. You know, it's not as reliable as a centerfire cartridge, but yeah, it's still a fantastic gun. We're going to throw some shots down range. We're going to see what kind of groups we can put in with my old eyes and my arthritis to see what we can do. So right now I'm going to put my eyes on, take my ears off first, because I can't get my eyes on under these things. So I'm going to lock this back, run through. Now it does charge when you send it home, which is nice. Also, I didn't mention before, this does have an ambidextrous safety, ambidextrous slide lock, and ambidextrous on the takedown as well. So it's a very left-handed friendly gun. So we're going to go top left target. So 20 rounds in, 20 rounds through. Absolutely no faulting in the gun. There's no misfire, failure to feed, failure to extract, failure to eject. No misfires at all. Fantastic run. Let's just bring it home and see if I made an idiot out of myself. Because like I said, can't really see much. But 20 rounds, most of them right in the ring. So it's not bad. So like I said, I wasn't taking my time, not, you know, just rushing through it or anything, but a hell of a gun. I mean, really, we've got so many 22s in the collection that none of them really stand out as being something that's all that much fun to actually take to the range. I mean, some of them yes, some of them no, but this one, that P322, I can't say enough about it. You know, there's not that much you can do to it. You can change your sights, throw an optic on it. You know, that's about all that you can change, but you really don't have to change anything. It's just a great out-of-the-box gun. We're going to load another magazine up and take some more shots and, you know, have a little bit more fun. So we'll let you watch that while we roll some credits. And remember, if you're in the North Carolina area and you want to spend the day at the range, we made this offer on another video, but we're going to do it again. If you want to spend the day at the range with me, subscribe, like, share, drop a comment below. Send us a message. If you're in the North Carolina area or in Charlotte and you want to come down to the range with me one day, you know, sling some lead, get in contact with us. We'd love to have somebody come on camera with us, get their opinion on some of the guns that we've given our opinion of, and, you know, just have some fun. I mean, that's what the Second Amendment's all about, right? Well, not really, but it's a good part of it. So you guys be safe, shoot straight. We're going to do a little more shooting. We're recording. All right, my cousin. No, you're not going to shoot first. You're going to shoot first. Who's gonna, yeah. All right. My nephew Vinny, the Deadeye, he's going to come in, grab this P322, and we're going to let him throw some rounds down range. Sometimes somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of firearms experience can surprise the living hell out of you. He's one of those people. He's a natural shooter. So we're going to let him run some rounds through this thing and have some fun, too. We're having a little bit of fun with that 322, and my nephew Vinny here. Vin, say hi to everybody over there. Hey. That's my nephew Vinny. Vinny's going to take some rounds through this thing. This kid's, he's just got a naturally great, gifted eye for handguns. So he actually, you know, surprised the hell out of us first time we put one in his hands. But we're going to let him run some rounds through this thing, let him enjoy it. Vin, load it up, have some fun. Bring people into the Second Amendment. That's what it's about. Teach them, learn them, let them shoot. Where are we shooting at, Vin?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. All right, good deal. All right, this is the first time Vinny's shooting his gun, so let's get his honest opinion of gun. What do you think about the 322?
I mean, it shoots great. I personally love the way it feels, love the way it looks. It's fine by me.
Yeah, good. You can't hit anything worth a damn, but we'll see. No, Vinny's great. We're so happy to have him come out here to the range with us when we get a chance. So, it's always, like you say, it's great when you put guns in the hands of people and you bring them into the Second Amendment community. You get that smile on their face, you get that blood pumping. What more can you ask? So, Frank from the Range Report. You guys be safe, shoot straight. Say goodbye, Vin.
See ya.
Not bad. Your first shot was right in the red. I don't know what you did with the rest of them.
Yeah,